Welcome back to the premier exhibitor spotlight here at the Black Luxe Expo in High Point, North Carolina. We are wrapping up the show. It's been a long day out in the rain, out in the elements, and here we have finally the woman, the myth, the legend. This is Miss Whitney Middlebrooks. This is the person that every one of the premier exhibitors has been bragging on all day long. So Whitney,
hello.
You're wrapping it up.
Oh my God.
We're finally done. Third annual Black Luxe Expo. How are you feeling?
I am feeling hot.
Hot?
I am feeling a little drained. It was a wet day, so I've been busy. I've been running around, helping everyone, doing everything. But you know what? I feel good because it was a success. It was a lot of smiles, laughter, good times. So I feel good. I do.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Now, here's the thing. I believe every single one of our exhibitors mentioned you, how easy it was to work with you, how involved and how thoroughly detailed oriented you were to make sure that this event came together. And everyone was singing your praises. So how long did it take to put something like this together? Because this is your third one, right?
Yeah.
So when do you start planning for each one of these events?
The next day.
The next day? So 364 days.
Absolutely. So as soon as I finish the last one, I'm literally back in that mode again. Like, okay, what we going to do now? Okay, we got the date. How am I going to do this? So I pride myself on not waiting to the last minute and being prompt and making sure timelines, schedules, what am I going to do? How is it going to look? Putting that marketing out and much in advance. I mean, literally, it's like nonstop. I eat, sleep, and this expo at this point.
And ish.
I do. I literally do because I'm all in. Like, it's me. It's who I am. And anyone that knows me knows that this is who I am, personality-wise, whatever. So I really put my all into it. And so it's like a baby. And I want it to be a success, and it's a reflection of who I am. So I'm always constantly thinking about it, planning, working on maybe sponsorships. What does that look like? So it's a never-ending process, but it is also very rewarding.
Yeah, and looks like everything paid off. Yeah. Everyone's happy with the event. The music's popping, the performances popping.
Yeah.
Everything went off more or less without a hitch, if you don't include the weather that we had today.
Yeah.
But so how were you able to reach vendors and presenters from so far away? Like, High Point hasn't been a big city on the map. Yeah. But we had people coming in from Texas, Georgia, Virginia. They're driving down from Raleigh. How has your reach gotten so far so fast?
Yeah, so that's that marketing mind. So Black Luxe Company is a marketing agency, so I am very in tune to what that looks like, what that process looks like. So there's a lot of planning and strategic marketing in it. So I'm big on the SEO. I'm big on creating campaigns and following through. That is where I've seen some other people kind of miss the mark because they're like, oh, I'm going to plan an event. I got about 2 days. No, you can't do that. You have to be very aware of what you're doing, planning in advance, being conscious of those timelines. What is the marketing campaign? What does it look like? What do those colors look like? I know people don't look that deep, but with my background in graphic design and marketing and communications, I understand what it's going to look like, the design part, the visuals, what's the messaging behind it, who am I talking to, so what's the brand voice, like, because I know, like, I'm talking to people that are, entrepreneurs, so there's a level of my language that I use, whether it's, being very casual, some of it's formal, but I'm very aware of being flexible in the language, the messaging, and being aggressive in it. So that's how that reach is going, because I'm strategic, I plan, and I am efficient at making sure that is executed.
And one other thing that I noticed was that the premier exhibitors, they all had a unique and individual story behind their brand. So what is it about the premier exhibitors that you look for before selecting them to be exhibitors at the event?
This was actually, honestly, the first time I've ever did that. And I've noticed in the last couple of years, it seemed like people they wanted something else. They wanted to be exclusive. I could tell that. So I felt, you know what, I'm going to create an opportunity to allow businesses to say, I want to be a premier exhibitor this year, and take advantage of more of that aggressive marketing that I would do specifically for them. It's a lot. So when you have 100 vendors and you have you're trying to promote all of them, I figure I can take advantage of having a small group and go more aggressive with them. But I just look at people who just want the exposure. I'm looking at the people like, I want it, so I'm like, I got you. They might not have all the headshots or photos, but I'm gonna make it work. I mean, you wouldn't even know the videos I created. Some of them like, I really didn't even know that was me. Because listen, I got you. Just let me know what you're doing. And that is because of my background, understanding that video production part of it, putting pieces together. I'm gonna make you pop. So they were really like, was that me? Yeah, I got you. They was like, I didn't even send you that. It don't matter. You know, I understand how to put it together and make it look good. So this was the first year and it was great. And I think moving forward, people are gonna want to be a premier exhibitor, but I want to keep it exclusive. I don't want it to be 30 people. I want it to be exclusive, kind of people be aggressive at wanting it, because I do put my heart, time, energy, and everything into creating videos and messaging specifically for my premier exhibitors.
Awesome. And I saw that one other thing that was a common thread is like people were using this event to launch products, launch websites. Yeah. So is there any, is that something that you also look for when you're looking for exhibitors?
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily look for that, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that businesses are saying, well, this is a great time to do that, because they want to take advantage of the audience. They want to take advantage of the attendees that will be here. So I feel like the exhibitors are also understanding that this is a perfect opportunity to seize the moment, right? So a launch is perfect to do. If you got a new product, launch it at the expo, because we do have the traffic, we're getting the coverage, media coverage, and it's important. So it's a good time to just take advantage of that, like almost organic marketing for you, and it's a good time to do it. So
okay. Well, Whitney, I appreciate you coming and sitting down with us. Before we wrap it up, though, I just want to give you an opportunity to let the audience know, hey, what is coming up for Black Luxe? How is this going to look in the future?
You know what, Black Luxe is, we are on and popping. It's honestly, I'm gonna tell you, the sky's the limit. I do not put myself in a box. I always say, I'm gonna let God just guide this for me, you know. But I can tell you that we are growing. We are possibly going to be getting into more of the trade show space, maybe outside of North Carolina. So I don't want to speak too soon on that. But I want you to know that we're growing, we're building. Sky's the limit, let me tell you. So when you see the name Whitney Middlebrooks, just know, and you see Black Luxe, it's going to be some greatness behind it for sure.
Outstanding. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the sky is the limit for Black Luxe. Be on the lookout. We're in North Carolina now, but we're going to end up worldwide in a few years.
That's true.
We're speaking it into existence. And as we wrap up coverage on this year's 3rd annual Black Luxe event, Ebony Ascent, we're glad to be here, glad to be a part of such a extravagant event, and I look forward to doing this in the future with you.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to working with you all as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.